So when every physical object and concept in the universe could be used as a reason to believe that God exists, all I'm doing is pointing to the evidence. And it strikes me that everywhere I look, there seems to be good evidence for God.
A lot of Christians will say, well, I just have faith. And then other Christians get mad at them. No, our faith is based on evidence. It's a confidence in having good reasons to believe things. So that's the preface. Now listen to what Leighton Flowers does here.
Leighton, what if I did do that? Where would you start seeking for me? The reason the Bible says it's a perverse generation that continues to look for signs and wonders is because when you begin to look on the external, you will never hear the voice of God here. And when you come to a fork in the road, you either go to the fork in the road where you look for the science and the external, or you start looking here. And I started to realize that it's only when you begin to realize that God ordained faith and that He doesn't talk through the big storms.
Now keep in mind, he just used the word science and external evidence, and now he's painting a picture that faith is the opposite of that, or at least not like it.
Only when you begin to realize that God ordained faith and that He doesn't talk through the big storms and the big hurricanes, because God chooses, whether He believes this or not, the Bible says God chooses to speak through faith. And I'm here to...
God chooses to speak through faith, which Leighton Flowers just clearly articulated is not science, is not the evidence, is not the demonstrable evidence. He just painted this picture as clear as one can paint it. Now, you evidentialist Christians out there, you apologists who claim you have evidence on your side and you promote all this evidence, you need to sit down and have a talk with this guy, Leighton Flowers, and put him right.
You can go match route and look for the external and never find it, and even come to the conclusion that no matter what he did, if he lobbed somebody's head off and put it back on, I'm still not going to be convinced, because it's not about what God's doing externally. It's what He's doing here. And I'm just telling you, if you're still searching and you're still seeking, don't look externally. Look here.
Don't look externally, which includes evidence, which includes science. Look in here. You know how many Mormons and Muslims and Hindus and whatever can say the exact same thing. I think a lot of Christian apologists who are listening, who saw you do this, are just saying, oh, no, Leighton, no, don't do this. You're undoing all the work that we've built up the last few years. That's what these Christians are saying. Don't look over here. Don't look over there. Don't look to the demonstrable science evidence. Look to the still small voice of Vishnu. Look to the still small voice of Allah. Just pray, and you'll see that the Book of Mormon is true.